First step, of course, if we have her as a character, is to say, who is she? So what is her backstory? Also, what defines her? And when I say defines her, I also mean what shape would reflect her personality. Because this is absolutely crucial in our decision making on how and what we give her as clothing, equipment, even face paint. Because we want to be as consistent as possible with our design decisions when it comes to her character design. Of course, we also need to clarify her cultural background. I would try to use these inputs as subtle as possible. Also in game productions, we also need to be aware of that we don't step on anyone's feet, even though we try to make something cool, exciting, but we still need to respect the culture. The other part is, so back to the point when we play this as a game, or we think about it as a game, what defines her and what defines also the game mechanic. Basically playing her, and she's trying to go from certain areas, and she needs these gloves or devices to basically go from A to B. And she encounters magical creatures while doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Biggest part of that is really, what is this and how is this working and where did she get it? So an interesting story factor could be, maybe she did not have it when she fell down. Maybe she was just a normal girl. She basically fell in a temple or some sort of like ritual area where this stuff is maybe placed falling down into this temple, and then she's like, oh, what is this? Actually, that this thing maybe reacts to her, becomes a part of her. Maybe it's less of a glove. Maybe you could also think that because you said you wanted to work with face tattoos or tattoos in general, maybe this is really melting with her skin, so it becomes a part of her, I would say if you give her like gloves, that's a okay solution, but it's maybe a also simple solution. You could definitely find something. If you have these gloves, then it would be also interesting, how would this stuff work? So when she shoots this blue magic happening to the glove, is the glove then moving when she's making a move, or is it like separating in little parts and opening and closing while shooting? You think about a motion or a gesture she's doing, a little bit like Spider-Man, like when he does the web thing. This is something we need to consider when we design that. Can do this hook thing, right? But maybe she's also like, maybe let's say she found that, right? But how does a normal girl fight magical creatures? Or maybe danger, like maybe some of the mythical creatures, they are friendly. Maybe some of them are dangerous. Like how is she encountering them, right? Because at the end, she's maybe just a normal girl. Then it could be like, okay, maybe these gloves have different functions. So maybe she can also pull, not only like pull herself to stuff, but maybe she can lift her finger, or she can make a certain motion, and then she can lift up heavy objects maybe. Or can bring them closer and shoot them away like she pulls herself. Maybe she can also transform things, maybe she can change the shape of things. So you see that the part of the story is really important. Who is she, but also how did she get this, the focal point of her design. This all is cool, and this is all a part of her. The key point of this are these gloves, because that's what makes her like special and different from another girl out of her village maybe. I like the idea, it's a cool idea. So what I would do, I would look for the possibilities. So write down if you want to go for gloves, maybe rings, maybe idea of tattoos is cool. Bracelet, yeah, maybe bracelet. What I also would do, I would actually go back to the cultural aspect and then go into research and maybe find some older relicts which can inspire you for the design of these. When you design these, I would say go also for the shape, like give them one base shape. So when she has triangle shape, then the shape of the gloves should have something or be something that works together with the triangles. Yeah, and then like if you have stuff like this, think about storytelling, right? So right now she looks like she would go to a festival, or she would go to something where she wants to be pretty. I mean like a cultural festival, or she looks very pretty, very nice. She even has earrings, not like someone who just fell down. Design wise, like even her hair is perfect. Design wise and storytelling wise, I would consider what you want to communicate, and maybe this could be a later stage. Then maybe she finds more artifacts. Maybe she wants to discover. Maybe she finds also shoes, which are also part of the relicts. Maybe there are more stuff like this, and everything she finds gives her new possibilities. Maybe she finds these golden boots, and these boots give her basically the power to jump very high. Could be like some sort of golden ring, you know? So at the end, when she finds all the artifacts, she looks like a old Asian warrior in a way. So you can also show this transition in your character designs and your character developments. Okay? So I would say cool idea. Go for this. Just make sure you focus here on the important part, which is basically these gloves, the mechanics, how she's going from A to B, and make sure that when you communicate her design that it fits the story and the personality of her. Okay?
Okay.
I hope this video was helpful for you. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. If you also want to get mentored by me, make sure to check out my website, janusz-art.zone, and apply for the mentorship. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Take care. Ciao, ciao.